The PlayStation 5 Wolverine just released, and there's some hype that I personally have about the characters that we saw in the trailer spotlight, one being Omega Red. So join me as I go into who Omega Red is and his importance in Wolverine's history. Before the name Omega Red, we had Arkady Rasovich, a Russian serial killer. His crimes were brutal, leaving trails of blood across the Soviet Union, and eventually the government captured him. But instead of execution, they saw something else, potential. Now, Rasovich was a mutant with a terrifying ability. That ability was to release lethal pheromones known as death spores. Now, what are death spores, you may ask? So now these death spores could weaken, sicken, and even kill those around him. Combined with his sadistic nature, it made his victims an easy target. It made him the perfect candidate for the Soviet Union's twisted experiments. Now, what eventually brought the Soviet Union to want to create their own version of Captain America, which is why Omega Red was created, they wanted to build a monster, something that was scary to not only the American people, but also the Soviet Union as well, to keep everyone in line. So Arkady actually underwent some gruesome experiments, and with his body being bonded with carbonadium, which is kind of like adamantium for what Wolverine has, these coils were attached to his arms, and they were long, flexible metal tentacles extending from his arms. Unlike adamantium, however, the carbonadium was unsustainable and poisonous, slowly killing him from the inside out. So in order to survive this, Omega Red had to drain the life form of other people, feeding on their energy just to keep himself alive. So imagine that your very existence depends on the death of others, which is where his mutant abilities come in, because he can actually make his victims an easier target. Omega Red made his first appearance in X-Men number 4 back in 1992, created by Jim Lee and John Byrne. Right away, he was presented as a top-tier threat, going toe-to-toe with the X-Men, and his Soviet ties, brutal past, and monstrous design gave him the instant recognition as an instant fan favorite. He wasn't just another mutant, he was also a symbol of the Cold War fears weaponized in the Marvel Universe, and also a mirror to Wolverine as well, also being a weapon created by the government. And over the years, Omega Red has popped up from time and time again, often tied to Wolverine in his past. Whether it's the Weapon X program, the shady government experience, or mercenary missions, Rasovich always found a way to clash with Wolverine. He also has been parts of groups like the Red Mafia, and even worked under Dracula in Marvel's darker storylines. One thing remains, however, is his hunger for life and his obsession with Wolverine and destroying Wolverine as a whole. As for powers and abilities, Omega Red's power set is a perfect storm of terror. His death spores can weaken entire teams at once, making him almost impossible to fight head on. His carbonadium tentacles could restrain superhumans and even drain life energy directly from his victim. On top of that, he's enhanced with superhuman strength, stamina, and durability. But hey, let me know what you all think in the comments below. Would you like to see me do another breakdown of a character that I think is going to be in the game, being Jean Grey, or Mystique herself being actually in a trailer? Let me know, and again, in the comments below. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things like, share, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.